It is bright as outside. Ooh, okay. Good morning, beautiful humans. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name's Molly. Hi, how you doing? How's your New Year's going? Must not be going too shabby if you're here. JK, I hope it's going amazing. So I'm gonna try and make this quick. Normally when I try to do a quick video, a 6-minute video turns into like a 35-minute video. So we're going to try our best, okay? I'm gonna try, guys. So basically today's video is about why do resolutions like never stick? How is it that year after year you set a goal for yourself and then come the following December you're like, damn, I gotta keep that resolution because I ain't do it this past year? Well, I'm here to answer your prayers, okay? Give you more hope, okay? Because I'm gonna enlighten you, okay? I'm gonna enlighten you. So basically, you are overestimating yourself when starting out with a New Year's resolution. I'm sorry, I had to rip the Band-Aid off. Don't hate me, okay? That's just kind of just what it is. When you start the new year off saying, oh yeah, I've never in my life been a vegan or vegetarian. I've eaten meat my whole life, but starting New Year's Day, I'm gonna be vegan. I'm gonna be pescatarian. Without any preparation, without like any practice, or you haven't been to the gym in 6 years. Come on, we're all guilty. But on New Year's Day, you're gonna start going 5 days a week with this new workout routine you found online. You're like, dude, this is gonna be sick. You know, I'm gonna be ripped. But you haven't gone to the gym in 6 years. What makes you think that you're all of a sudden going to be able to start going 5 days a week? And I don't say this to be mean to you guys, okay? I don't want to be mean. I want to help you. All right? Y'all are overestimating yourselves. And a lot of the times, we're human. We want to think we're better than we are. We got high self-esteem. We want to believe in ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta also have a reality check. And with that reality check comes realistic goals and things that you can actually achieve. And one of the things that I am a stickler about is tiny habits. And if y'all have never read the book, I'm gonna leave it right here because I don't remember the name of the author. Tiny Habits. So what I am leading into is today is the 7th day of the new year. Happy 2026. And if you are 7 days in and you had this whole list of things that you're going to start doing on January 1st and it's the first weekend and you haven't started any of those, there's a reason. Okay, first off, let's start with how you're setting up your goals. So I know you've heard it before. If you haven't, I'm going to enlighten you how to make a good goal. It has to be a realistic, attainable. There has to be a time stamp. It has to be detailed. So instead of saying I'm going to start working out 5 days a week, say on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have a 2-hour gap between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'm gonna go to the gym. I have my set workout, my whatever I want to do. I'm gonna go to the gym at 9:15 and I'm gonna leave at 10:45 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. These are the days that I'm going to go to the gym. That is realistic, attainable. I can't remember. There's a whole spiel. Steps to creating a attainable goal. And I have a degree in this, guys. Give me a break. Okay. SMART framework. That is what it's called, okay? It's got to be specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant. Okay. Oh, essentially everything I just said, but that is how you make a realistic goal. And a lot of times we say we're going to do things and it's very, very vague. So then 3 or 4 months in, after the new year, we're like, well, why haven't we started? You never gave yourself a starting point. You never gave yourself enough detail to know where to start. All right, that's step 1. Change your goal. And it's okay that we're 1 week in. And if you have to reevaluate your goal, that is perfectly fine. Number 2, okay? Number 2. Just because you set one goal at the beginning of the year does not mean you can't reevaluate it and create and or adjust it to life circumstance. Again, a lot of the times we're just stubborn humans, okay? We're stubborn. We don't want to change. We want to believe in ourselves. We want to make it happen. And if we can't make it happen, we quit, okay? There is a door option number B, okay? Option number C. There is a back door, okay? If you set yourself up for failure with your original goal, and let's say you can't go to the gym 3 days a week, okay? You can't do it. It's just not in your schedule. That time slot that you thought you had is filled with taking Johnny to practice, or you got to do your studies, or you're just tired and you want to sleep, okay? Adjust your goals to your reality, your life. It's okay to adjust. It's okay if 1 week you're able to go to the gym 5 days. It's okay if you decide you hate being a vegan. You know, you did it for a week. You don't know the recipes. You don't know how to cook. You're starving because you jumped into something you weren't prepared for. It's okay to say, okay, let's start vegetarian first and work our way to vegan. It's okay to adjust. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're failing. That doesn't mean that you have failed the goal. That doesn't mean that you are not doing what you're supposed to. It doesn't mean that you're letting yourself down or that you're not strong enough to do that thing. Embrace the fact that we are, again, beautifully human, okay? Not all of us can change overnight. That's just not a given. That's just not how we work. That's just not what we do, okay? That's not what we do. All right, so 1, SMART goal. Set a realistic and attainable goal for yourself. 2, adjust when needed. You never know what life is gonna throw at you. Don't know what life is gonna throw at you, okay? It's okay to adjust where adjustment is needed, okay? You don't have to keep that same goal the whole year because you're not gonna be going through the same situations the whole year. All right? 3rd and last thing, I'm gonna stop talking y'all's ear off, okay? You ready for this? Tiny habits, okay? Tiny habits. I'm gonna say it again. Tiny habits. If you wanna start eating healthy, instead of saying January 1st, I'm going to cut out all sugar, all carbs. Also, not a good idea on the carbs, okay? Sugar, yes. Carbs, they're really good for you, okay? I may make a video about that. Don't cut out the carbs, guys. They're good for you. But let's say you start the year off, I'm cutting out carbs, cutting out sugar, no sugary drinks, not going out. But this whole past year, you've built this habit of you go out every Friday. You drink every Friday or Saturday with your girls. You eat out, okay? You get that appetizer and the dessert, okay? You like your little sweet treat on the weekend. You love bread. Okay. Let's not start the beginning of the year by cutting out everything that we know, okay? Let's start building tiny habits towards our goal, okay? What that means is instead of saying you're gonna cut all this stuff out, 1 day, clean slate, ice bath, how about the first quarter of the year, January, February, March? Let's spend the first quarter figuring out what healthy foods do we actually like. All right, what are we willing to cut out? Instead, when you go out with your girls, let's say you do it every weekend, let's say 1 or 2 weekends out of the month, grab a water instead. Okay, tiny habit. We're building we are slowly building a lifestyle that you can continue after the new year. If you want to be healthy, that's not something that happens over one night. That's not something that can even happen over a 6-month span or a year span. You know, I went through my weight loss journey. I lost over 50 pounds, and that was something that I'm like 3 years into it, and I'm still working towards that. But I also love a sweet treat. I'm not giving up carbs. I love bread. You basically, you gotta set yourself up to be able to change, right? And allow yourself to become comfortable with the change. Because, I mean, it's really never going to be comfortable, but it's one conscious decision after a next, right? You haven't been to the gym in 6 years. This month, I'm going to show up to the gym 3 times. Just 3 times. I'm going to go for 15 minutes, walk on the treadmill. That is a tiny habit that you can start building every month. Let's start with January. 3 times, 15 minutes, walk on the treadmill. Because that'll be 3 times more that you've gone to the gym this month than you have in the past 6 months, past year, 3 years, right? February, I'm gonna go 4 days. Let's get spicy. I'm gonna up it to 20 minutes on the treadmill. Okay? Next thing you know, come December, you're going to the gym once a week or twice a week, and you're doing something that now is habitual, okay? It's not something that you tried to force yourself into overnight. I'm so big on setting up the tiny habits, okay, guys? The tiny habits is where it's at. And we gotta realize that these people that you see online who are ripped or are calisthenics professionalists or gymnast, you know, all these people, they worked at this stuff for years. You're just seeing like the end result of a 5-year journey. You got to start somewhere, and you're not normally, there are some people who can change overnight, and I'm not saying that's not you, but if we're 1 weekend and you have not already started your New Year's resolutions, maybe you should take heed. Okay, take heed. 3 days at the gym this month is better than no days at the gym this month, okay? That's a win. And you got to be able to, you know, give yourself a pat on the back when you can, okay? So I'm going to stop talking y'all heads off. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment. If you want to talk more about this, you want me to explain something a little bit more, let me know. And guys, I hope that y'all are having a freaking fantastic new year, okay? I hope all the positive energy, okay? I'm like sending all the positive vibes, okay? 2026 is gonna be a good year. I have a feeling, okay? I have a feeling it's gonna be a good year, okay? I got this, you got this, which means we got this, okay? We got this. I got your back. Let me know if you got any questions. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button, because I'll probably be making some more videos. Your girl got this done in about 14 minutes. I'll cut it down a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Bye, guys. Have a good day. Oh, stay beautifully human, okay?